Hey, what's up, everybody? Steve Schwartz here from LSAT Unplugged, joining you today to share the new 2024 law school rankings. U.S. News released a preliminary ranking of the T14 just about a month ago, and then revoked and removed that ranking after a big outcry from law schools. But today, they finally released the new 2024 law school rankings in full. Before I get into it, a little bit about LSAT Unplugged. We offer live online classes via Zoom, on-demand video courses, small group coaching, and one-on-one coaching. Check out the links below this video to find out more and to book a call with me and my team. We'd love to help you out. So without further ado, here are the new 2024 T14 law school rankings. We have 2 three-way ties as well as 2 two-way ties just within the top 14 alone. We've got Stanford and Yale tied for number 1, Chicago at number 3, UPenn at number 4, Harvard, NYU, and Duke all tied for number 5, Columbia and Virginia tied at number 8, and then Berkeley, Northwestern, and Michigan tied at number 10, Cornell at number 13, and UCLA at number 14. The biggest loser in the T14 was Columbia, dropping 4 points from number 4 down to number 8. The biggest winner in the T14 was Duke, rising up 6 points from number 11 all the way up to number 5. These U.S. News rankings were consolidated significantly over last year's rankings, meaning there are a lot more ties than in previous years, and we may see more consolidation in coming years due to major changes in the rankings methodology. The U.S. News Law School rankings methodology was actually a big reason why so many schools boycotted the rankings beginning this year, led by Yale and Harvard, and then in total, 63 law schools decided they would no longer submit peer reputation assessments to U.S. News, making it harder for them to conduct their rankings and instead tend more towards publicly available data in putting together the rankings. So again, some major changes to the U.S. News rankings methodology beginning this year. In particular, the student outcomes metric increased in importance from 26% all the way up to 58%, more than double the weight assigned to this particular metric. This metric includes employment 10 months after graduation, as well as first-time bar passage rates. The quality assessment, which includes peer assessment and lawyers and judges assessment, dropped from 40% of a school's rank all the way down to 25% of a school's rank. The student selectivity, which includes LSAT, GPA, and acceptance rate, dropped from 21% down to 10%, and the resources metric dropped from 13% to 7%. That includes student faculty ratio and student librarian ratio. The expenditures per student and financial aid per student were dropped from the rankings entirely. So again, major changes to this metric, which means that now we can expect a lot more variation in the rankings going forward, since the factors that are more constant, or at least relatively more constant, are going to be reduced or eliminated entirely, and so much more weight now is placed on bar passage rate and employment, which can fluctuate a lot from year to year. So as I mentioned, a lot of fluctuations in this year's law school rankings relative to previous years. A lot of schools saw double-digit changes either up or down. The biggest loser was the University of Hawaii William S. Richardson School of Law, which dropped 44 spots in the rankings down to number 135. But let's not focus on them. Let's look at some of the biggest gainers in the rankings. Duquesne School of Law increased its spot by 40 points up to rank 89. FIU College of Law increased 38 spots up to 60. Oklahoma up 37 slots to rank 51. Marquette up 34 slots up to 71. Texas Tech U School of Law also up 34 slots to number 71. University of St. Thomas School of Law in Minneapolis, up 31 spots to number 96. Belmont U, up 28 slots to number 105. Kansas, up 27 spots to number 40. Stetson, up 27 slots to number 84. And St. John's, up 27 spots to number 60. Of course, you should not be making your law school selection decisions based solely or primarily on the rankings. There are so many other factors that are more important to you than whatever U.S. News emphasizes. So make your own choices. Do not focus solely on the numbers. Give a lot more focus to regional schools if you're planning to stay in a particular region, especially if you are looking outside the T14. Rank is not the only factor, though, of course. Also consider the amount of scholarship money you are getting from a particular law school. If you can go to a school ranked a few spots lower and get significant merit aid or potentially even a full ride, that is likely a much better choice than a school ranked just a few spots higher due to the perceived prestige of that school, especially if, as you see this year, a school can change its spot so wildly from one year to the next. And again, due to the changes this year and potentially going forward in the U.S. News rankings methodology, we may see a lot of changes like this in the near future. A lot of schools changing double-digit spots from year to year. Employers likely won't care about this. Your average person on the street, of course, is also likely unaware of this. They're aware of the Ivy League. They're generally aware maybe of schools in the top 5, top 3, top 6, top T14, whatever. But that's really just within this law school admissions bubble. Once you finish law school and become a successful attorney, your people skills, your legal skills will matter a lot more than whether you went to a school ranked number 4 versus number 8, or a school ranked number 12 versus number 17 this year or that year, since especially a school can switch spots or change wildly from one year to the next. And who knows, U.S. News may change its methodology in the near future, given all the chaos that occurred in the past year. And in fact, they likely will change your methodology once, twice, maybe several times between now and when you graduate law school. So again, don't place so much importance on the rankings this year or any other year. And again, you may want to devote a lot more importance in your law school selection decisions based on the merit aid you get from a particular school than its relative spot in the rankings. How do you get scholarship offers? How do you get merit aid? The best way, and typically the only way, is to get an LSAT score or GPA that is significantly above the median of the school to which you are applying. How do you get an LSAT score or GPA above the median? You get a higher GPA by taking classes where you are likely to get a better grade. But if you are finished with college or towards the end of your undergrad career, there may be little you can do to change your GPA at this point in time. If you're still in college, freshman, sophomore, focus on grades for now. The LSAT will be there towards the end. But if you're already done with college, then of course the LSAT is the biggest area that you can impact. Getting a higher LSAT score is the easiest money you'll ever get. Schools will give you $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a year off of your tuition, or potentially even a full ride. Getting a higher LSAT score, again, is the easiest money you will ever make. If you're studying for the LSAT, if you'd like my help, there are a number of ways that I can support you in your LSAT journey, whether it's through our live online classes via Zoom, our on-demand video courses, small group coaching, or one-on-one coaching programs. Again, check out the links below this video to find out more and to book a call with me and my team. We'd love to help you out. And if you are taking the LSAT this fall and you are aiming for a score of 170 or above, I'm looking for a couple of students aiming for that score who are willing to give it their all over the summer. However, I do have a couple of criteria that I'm looking for in students who work with me in my private intensive one-on-one coaching program. Specifically, I'm looking for students who have been studying for the LSAT for at least 3 months and have a strong foundation in the basics of the exam, the different sections, and the different question types. I'm also looking for you to have scored a 160 or above on at least one timed practice test. If you meet these criteria, I would especially love to hear from you. If you don't yet meet these criteria, that's okay too. Again, we have a lot of ways you can support you, whether it's through the live online classes via Zoom, on-demand video courses, or small group coaching programs. Regardless of your situation, I'm sure we can help you out. Again, click the links below the video to find out more and to book a call with me, my team. And if you found this video helpful, please do me a favor, like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. It really helps with that YouTube algorithm, and I really do appreciate it. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.